The cameras flash. A girl in red walks through a California mall. Her hair curls just like her mom's once did. Beside her, a tall young man in a dark suit adjusts his sunglasses, calm, cool, and confident. For a moment, it feels like the 1990s again. But it isn't Cindy Crawford and Richard Gere this time. It's their kids, Kaia Gerber and Homer Gere. And honestly, the internet can't stop talking about it. 30 years after their famous parents' whirlwind romance, their look-alike children are now working together on Ryan Murphy's new series, The Shards. Fans say it's like watching Hollywood history replay itself. But is this just a fun coincidence or something deeper? A new chapter in a story that started decades ago? Stay until the end, because this isn't just about two celebrity kids. It's about legacy, timing, and the way Hollywood never truly lets go of its past. Kaia Gerber has grown up in the spotlight, the daughter of one of the most iconic supermodels of all time. But when she walked onto the Shards set in her bright red outfit, everyone did a double take. It wasn't just her mother's face they saw, it was her confidence, her poise, the same spark that made Cindy Crawford a legend. And right next to her stood Homer Gere, Richard Gere's son, polished, composed, and honestly, eerily familiar. In a fitted black suit and shades, he looks like he'd walked straight out of Pretty Woman. Together, they looked like a snapshot of the 90s, reborn for 2025. People on set couldn't believe the resemblance. One crew member reportedly joked, "It's like a time machine opened on this set." But the real story goes beyond looks, because the show they're filming connects deeply to the kind of fame and mystery their parents once lived. The Shards, created by Ryan Murphy, is based on Bret Easton Ellis's dark, stylish novel about life in 1980s Los Angeles, a world of privilege, secrets, and fear. It follows a group of prep school students who slowly realize a serial killer is stalking their city. It's moody, dangerous, and full of tension, the kind of world Murphy loves to build. Kaia plays a mysterious new student, while Homer portrays Robert, a charming but secretive classmate. The show's glossy, surreal tone fits both of them perfectly. This isn't Kaia's first time working with Murphy. She made her acting debut in American Horror Story, showing she's more than just a model. Homer, on the other hand, is stepping into the spotlight quietly, marking his first major TV role. But here's where things get interesting, because this on-screen pairing feels almost fated. After all, their parents once shared a love story that defined an era. Flashback to 1988. Cindy Crawford meets Richard Gere through mutual friends. She's 22, one of the most famous faces in the world. He's 39, Hollywood's most desired man. They fall in love fast. By 1991, they're married, two icons at the top of their game. Their relationship was glamorous, mysterious, and endlessly photographed. To fans, they were perfect, the model and the movie star. But behind the red carpet smiles, there was distance. The age gap, the fame, the constant attention, it all took a toll. But it's not just nostalgia. There's symbolism here. Two children stepping into the very world their parents once dominated, but on their own terms. Ryan Murphy, known for his layered casting, seems to understand that. He loves blurring the line between fiction and reality, and by bringing Kaia and Homer together, he's doing it again. It's like he's asking, can Hollywood's next generation escape its own reflection? Behind the scenes, the atmosphere was electric. Crew members described how Kaia carried herself with natural confidence, never forced or overly polished. Between takes, she laughed with co-stars, keeping the energy light. Yet when the cameras rolled, her transformation was instant, the same camera magic Cindy was famous for. Homer, meanwhile, played his part with quiet focus. Observers said he had his father's calm, his stillness, the way he could say everything without a single word. It's the kind of screen presence you can't fake, it's inherited. Watching them together, it's impossible not to think of destiny. They don't share blood, but they share legacy, and maybe that's even stronger. Hollywood loves symmetry, and this might be its most poetic one yet. The daughter of a supermodel and the son of a movie star, 30 years after their parents' love story ended, now creating something new together. Kaia has often talked about finding her own identity in a world that constantly compares her to her mother. In interviews, she's expressed that she's grateful yet independent, wanting to be known for her own work. It's a journey of carving out her own space, you know? She's appeared in American Horror Story, walked for iconic brands like Chanel and Prada, and even won awards for her performances. Quite the impressive list of achievements, wouldn't you say? Homer Gere has stayed mostly out of the spotlight, raised quietly away from the chaos of Hollywood. He's Richard's oldest son, and though his father was one of the biggest names in film, Homer's kept his path low-key, until now. It's interesting how he's chosen to navigate his own journey, isn't it? Their collaboration isn't about fame, it's about choice, to embrace where they come from without being defined by it. And that's what makes this story more than just celebrity nostalgia. It's about growth, reflection, and the strange beauty of history looping back on itself. Maybe it's no accident they ended up together on this project. Cindy and Richard's story was about love under pressure, two people trying to stay real while the world watched. Their kid's story, though, is about building something new in that same spotlight without losing themselves. Cindy once said she used to mold herself around whoever she loved. Kaia, in contrast, talks about healing and independence, about standing her ground. It's a full circle moment, but rewritten. This time it's not about romance, it's about reinvention. When Kaia and Homer step into their scenes for the Shards, it's more than just another take. It's like Hollywood holding up a mirror to itself, showing how time changes faces but not energy. And as the camera pans out, you can't help but feel that some stories never really end. They just find new people to tell them. In a world obsessed with reboots and nostalgia, Kaia Gerber and Homer Gere aren't just reviving the past, they're rewriting it. They carry the DNA of a golden era, but, you know, their choices, their performances, and their confidence show what the future of fame looks like: grounded, self-aware, and human. Maybe that's the real twist, not that they look like their parents, but that they've learned from them. As the lights fade on the Shards set, the echoes of the 1990s seem to linger in the air, not as a memory, but as a legacy reborn. If this Hollywood full circle moment caught your attention, hit like so others can find it too. Subscribe for more true stories that blend pop culture and legacy, and tell us in the comments, do you think Kaia and Homer are the next big Hollywood duo?